How's it going, guys? John and I are back for another super highly pressured fishing spot mission in the suburbs of Chicago. Our last two missions were on Navy Pier. First one, perch, successful, correct?
Yes.
Second one, as you guys saw, lake trout, not successful at all.
That was denied. We got denied.
But we don't want to get denied today, so we brought in the heavy artillery.
Yeah.
Live minnows. We're at Bussy Woods right now fishing somewhere I've never fished. John's fished here a couple times. It's the warm water discharge. So it's not nuclear, right?
I think it's
definitely not nuclear.
I think it's fecal matter. The water isn't fecal matter, but it's like what's the word I'm trying?
So we're fishing in poop water.
Sanitation. No.
Okay.
It's a sanitation. They dump out clean, warm water.
And in the winter, apparently a ton of fish, or I think all times a year, a ton of fish just bunch up right here. So there's a lot of bass, there's some walleye, panfish, there's even some muskie in here. So we don't really know what we're going to catch, but these minnows would catch anything. So it's going to be an interesting day. Breathing hard right now because I just had to run back to my car. Didn't lock it, not a good thing. But this is such a unique fishery because as you guys can see right now, it's very cold. It's like 25 and windy. The lake is frozen. And then you got the dam here. And then just over there, you can see the steam kind of rolling off. That's where that little creek warm water discharges. So I'm going to go catch up with John and we are going to hopefully get on some fish. So before John and I get out fishing and feeding Tiger Woods the muskie, I did want to tell you guys about a super cool new fishing app company called Around Fishing that wanted to sponsor this video. Now, Around Fishing is not really a new app, but they're new domestically. They're new to the United States market, and all it is just an online fishing tournament app. Now, the coolest thing about Around Fishing is that you can participate in these online tournaments anywhere at any time, whether that be a creek, river, brook, stream, pond, lake, reservoir. I'm running out of options, but you guys get the idea. Now, in these tournaments, you're participating with anglers from across the globe, and you're all trying to rack up on their point system, which is called A points. And all that is just their point system, so you guys can redeem real cash prizes at the end of each month. Now, you receive points for registration, participating in tournaments, inviting friends to the app, and at the end of every month, all your points are summarized and then displayed in like a general rating. Leaders can receive real cash prizes by using their points, and after that, all your points are burned for the month, and then the new month starts fresh. Now, this is how you participate in a tournament. You just look at all the options for tournaments available, you click on it, you join the tournament and submit a picture, and that's really it. That picture is your submission. So all the participants post the pictures of their fish, and then once the tournament is over, the winner who posted the longest fish is going to get all those points. The link to download this app will be down in the description below. John and I are about to go freeze our butts off and feed our muskie.
And I'm using this little light action rod. What do you think? Hook it in the nose or the tail? What's always the go-to?
I usually like to hook them in the back, or you can hook them in the nose. Either way, either or. A lot of people here. Community holes over there, obviously, but people are catching them.
That's what the word on the street is.
The water's very low right now. There's a bunch of weeds in the water too.
These minnows are pretty big, Chris. These are pretty big minnows.
You did request the extra large fat heads.
No, I didn't. Small.
I got some small ones in there.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna nose hook this little guy.
So like John just said, we have tiny little hooks here. I'm just gonna take a fat head, hook it in through the back. I'm gonna need to figure out how to get these minnows to not just swim in the weeds immediately. We have plenty of them. I really don't think we're gonna use nearly that much today, but you never know. My tactic is going to be simple: find some open water, toss the minnow out there, and wait till I get bit. You catch one?
Yeah.
Oh, you caught a little bass.
First cast.
Really?
Yeah, you swallowed it. You definitely want to make sure that you don't swallow it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Where's fish today?
Well, I could barely get the minnow on. John's already caught one. You're just stroking him. Now he got a crappie.
Well, you would stroke him too if you got a freaking line in the water.
I'm working on it.
You put a weight on there?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh my gosh. Everything. Just have no mercy.
Did you say your first black crappie of December?
Yeah. Check that one off my list. Really should have bought some pliers. I keep forgetting that fishing live baits is like a whole other game.
This is my first largemouth bass of the 3rd week of December.
This is a Merry Christmas crappie.
My hands are so cold I can barely put the split shot on. Gloves would have been smart. Oh, that's a fish. What do I have? I got a bass. First little LMB of the day. Definitely little. It was like 4 inches long. There's probably a ton of those out there, dude. A ton. So now you've caught 2 bass and a crappie, and I've caught a bass. The action is hot, folks. It is white hot. So John and I are not happy right now because of how cold it is. Like, this is how much I can move my fingers. So that really doesn't help when you're trying to tie up knots and put on split shots and stuff like that. The biggest thing I get annoyed with in the cold, it's not that the cold like hurts my hands, it kind of stings, but you can get over that. The part that I get annoyed at is how my hands just don't work anymore. Makes you really appreciate your thumbs. Oh, we got a bite. And I'm on. What is going on? I don't know, the bail was like staying open. Did I snag this guy? Dude, John just snagged, what?
Is that a snag fish?
Yeah, John just snagged a sunfish, and now I just somehow just snagged a bass. There must just be that many down there.
I think there's a lot of fish.
I was hooking my minnow in the back so that when a fish eats it, he doesn't swallow the hook, instead of when you hook it through the nose, they typically swallow it, but... Okay, I guess there really is that many fish there that we're just gonna snag them. Yeah, there's the scale from the bass. I snagged it. Here, fishy fishies. John and I have not been able to keep a line in the water for more than like 10 seconds without something biting it. There we go, got another bass. Oh yeah. Let me see if my hooking the minnow in the back tactic worked. And it did. He definitely got it pretty deep in there, but he did not swallow it. Sorry, buddy. Fell in the mud. There he goes. Okay. I almost dread catching fish because then I have to put my hands back in the water. The struggle's real out here, folks. This is ice shanty weather.
This is ice shanty, little buddy, brought one.
Yeah, this is little buddy weather for sure. Dude, the amount of like 6 to 8 inch bass in here is crazy. See how long this takes. And we're on. A sunny. Did I snag this guy or did he eat it? Oh no. Bluegill ate the minnow. That's crazy, the amount of species that you can catch in here. Just this one tiny spot. They're all here for the warm water. There's supposed to be big walleye in here, but I don't see any in here right now, especially when the water's so shallow and there's no current. I don't think they'd be in here. The stiff north wind is building and it's no bueno. We got like 15-mile-per-hour winds now. John and I have contemplated surrendering, but we're not gonna surrender quite yet. I wanna try to get a nicer, like, big fish out of here. Because the problem's not the fishing. The fishing's phenomenal. The second we get a line in, we're hooking fish. It's just, fingers are really the problem right now. What are you eating?
Lucky Charms bar.
A Lucky Charms bar. Where'd you get that?
I found it.
What's wrong? If you guys live around here, you know how,
Dusty.
what type of, yeah, dusty, sketchy stuff can go on at Bussy Woods. There's quite an array of littering items around here. I'll leave it at that. You can use your imagination to fill in the blank. You gonna be the brave one? Get the minnow. Everyone's gonna watch. Yeah, that'd be great. Everyone's gonna watch this video and be like, "You guys are such
Dude, we're
wimps."
weenies.
I'm just grabbing it.
You're doing it?
The fact that we're even like talking about this right now.
Oh my god.
It's not bad once you're like when you're in the water. It's not bad.
No.
It's just the
And
following minute.
It's like 5 minutes after you've put the minnow on, caught the fish, and then released it. And it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Okay, the hard part's over. Now we get the hands dry, shove them in the pockets. Where's this spot with huge potential, John? I'm going back to the hot spot.
You don't think this is the juice?
Going back to the real hot spot. Oh yeah, this is a real hot spot.
Yeah.
The wind. Guys, this is just brutal. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to set the scene. Oh, good. He got off. Okay, easy release. Been a while since I've had the pleasure of dealing with a stiff north wind. Well, guys, John and I are at an interesting place right now in today's fishing adventure, if that's what you want to call it, because we're catching fish whenever we can get a line out, but it's just difficult to get that line out, and we're getting the vibe that there's a lot of just small panfish here and really small bass because we can see the water. It's like a foot and a half deep. We're just not quite sure if the juice is worth the squeeze on this exact spot because we can sit here all day and freeze our little fingers off to catch 6 to 8 inch bass, or we can do a little bit of a pivot with our day, being that we've already caught some nice fish. John, what's the pivot?
Really good Japanese food.
Yeah.
Dip one out of here.
Tensuke Sushi, which is right around Bussy. If you guys live around here, you probably know that place. Amazing sushi, would recommend. But we're gonna go eat some sushi, and we also haven't fed our pet muskie, Tiger Woods, in a couple days. Yeah, I had the viewers name him, and Tiger Woods was the winner. You think that's a good name?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. John will give it a pretty good, but we're gonna go. There's no personality with either of us right now. Like, he was just in the Amazon and down in Texas. I mean, it's been warm here. It's just this north wind. I definitely sound like a broken record. I'm just trying to like set the scene in that this is not an ideal time to be outside fishing. So we're gonna go get some sushi, being that we've already caught some nice fish, and we're gonna go feed the muskie. I don't know how many of these minnows he's gonna eat because these are small, but we should be able to get a lot of really cool strikes because they're really small. He can eat a bunch of them. They're little snacks.
Yeah, what's his name? Tiger Woods?
How do you like him? Tiger Woods, oh yeah.
I think he's awesome, dude.
He's very ready to eat right now.
He looks so healthy too.
Oh yeah. So what I do to get his attention, I just like throw it in.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah.
He'll eat plenty of those. That thing's already gone. Wow. This is what you do with the bait that you don't use.
Too. I know. Yeah. Going for another one? There he goes. Oh, he missed it. That was kind of cool.
That minnow is going to hide. Hey bud, you missed. Over there. Oh, he sees it. See how his fins get so excited?
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're such a weird. They can like suspend almost.
Oh, he's gonna hit it.
Look at that.
Oh.
Is it gone?
Oh yeah, you got it. Tiger Woods is a stone cold killer, aren't you, bud? He'll keep eating, I'm sure. You get his attention at first, like near the surface. There, now you go. See how fast he takes that in?
That is crazy.
I'm very happy that John likes Tiger Woods as much as I like him and as much as all you guys like him, because the whole point of keeping fish in tanks is to learn more about them, to watch them, and it's really like entertainment. Like, it's cool having a fish as a pet, especially something like a tiger muskie, which are, they're tiger muskie. You guys have heard me say it a million times.
It's such a badass fish. Like, you couldn't have picked a cooler freshwater fish.
Look at all the
That's practical.
See the bulge?
Dude, he is so, like, he's good.
That big bulge right there. Every time he eats minnows, they just kind of hang there at the top of his stomach. The crazy thing is he'll eat more if I tried.
There's probably not a whole lot of people with a tiger muskie as a pet.
John can't get enough. He's gonna toss one more in. Get his attention first. Oh, he sees it now.
Wow.
So badass. Every time he eats it, it has not gotten the slightest bit old, and I don't think it'll get old after months.